Hey everybody. Um, I just wanted to share a little bit with y'all. I'm having I had this crazy late night rant that I wanted to share. And man, this thing has really been on my mind lately, like heavy on my mind. And it's the idea of being locked. Have you ever felt like there's this thing with inside of you that you know is there? It's like this crazy wild energy that is like so creative, invigorating, like all these different things. Like your mind is going crazy, kind of like how you when you smoke weed or whatever. But anyways, that's another story. That's another story. But like it's just this crazy energy that you got all these thoughts, these visions, these ideas there with inside of you, but it's locked. You know, sometimes I personally feel, and I'm sure other people do too, that they're not worthy of whatever is coming to them, or that thought that they have is too big, or the what they want to do or what they see other people do, they feel that they are not capable of doing it. This kind of ties into what I learned this week at church with the story of David. But the story of David is pretty much, in summary, like the Cinderella story. Crazy enough, this shit, boom, it just hit my mind. It makes so much sense. So David, like, he had all these other brothers, and Samuel was pretty much like the not the priest, but the prophet at that time that was coming to select the person who would be the king for all the Israelites, pretty much. And you know, pretty much David's dad, Jesse, he pretty much had all these kids, all his sons. He was like, yeah, they're going. One of these is going to be the king for the Israelites. So Samuel goes through, and he has this horn that has oil in it. And the sign, if they knew that this was going to be a king, the oil would end up pouring down on the kid, or the young man. And he tried all the sons, didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. Like, they're like, what? What's going on? Like, everybody's crazy, like thinking like, oh my gosh, like I was told to come here. One of these people supposed to be the king. They're not here. Like, God, what's going on? What's the message? And so Samuel asked David, well, not David, Jesse, do you have another son? Is there anybody else? Are you sure there's anybody else? And he's like, well, there's David in the back. So David was the pretty much child they would call the bastard child, or the child that was pretty much like, out of a whole nother situation. One of his fleeing girls, or whatever. He was Jesse was married and had his other kids through another woman. And David, he got treated differently, and just kind of did all the grunt work. He was a shepherd boy. So David comes in. He's not a big, strong guy, strong kid. And whenever the horn, like the Samuel tipped the horn over him, and the oil began to flow on top of him. And at that moment, he was pretty much selected to be the king for all the Israelites. And therefore, after that, what we know as Jerusalem, he is the one during his reign is the one that pretty much founded Jerusalem for all the Israelites. They pretty much took that land, settled there, and founded that for all the Israelites and Christians and Petroy, all on and on today. Point being, it kind of goes back what I learned today. God, like, you feel like you're not worthy of like what's this crazy wild energy that's inside of you that's locked up. It's just locked, like, you're trying to open it up, but it just is not coming. And you may be afraid of what it is that you aspire to do, or what you see other people doing. Not necessarily because you envy it, but like you just like are inspired. You're in awe of what it is that person is able to do, or like just adore those characteristics. And pretty much like with the story like of David, it just kind of makes me realize like it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. God will like use you for anybody. Anybody. God will use somebody on the street. So God will use somebody that can barely speak. Moses all day, that man could not speak, but he led all those people out of Egypt. And just like we personally think that we have to be a certain way, that we have to have achieved and accomplished all these great things. So we could be like, and I can see how like a lot of people, who are struggling a lot more. Say for example, it was a guy or a young woman that came out of prison and they got a felony. Like just imagine like all the opportunities and different things where you feel like you're not worthy. You can't even vote. You know what I mean? Let alone like a lot of the jobs, like they're already discriminating against you because you have a felony. So it's just like, imagine like just any kind of like personal trauma that you have, and then you think you're not worthy. But the people who are in those situations, what I'm realizing is that they can be the greatest. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. But that energy that's like that locked up, that thing that's inside of all of us, we all are birthed with something that's locked up inside of all of us that can come out. And I think God kind of, before we were born, just placed it there for the right time and the right moment and the right season. And I really wanted to share this, and I was very purposeful. Like, look, it's 1:31. It's not backwards, or whatever. But I really wanted to share this with everybody because I thought it was important. And that crazy, wild energy that you feel like is locked up inside that box, it can come out. Everything that you want, everything that you desire, everything that you imagine or want to be or will be is inside of you. And one other additional thing, I'm giving a lot right now, is that one thing I learned today is that not just praying for like what is our goals, what is that we want to achieve, who it is we want to be, the action or whatever it is, but praying for what is God's purpose for me. What is God's purpose for me? And I think over time, if you dig into that, and it's something that I'm actively doing, when you dig into that and you dig and you dig and you dig and just ask for it, it will come. It will bring fruit to that locked up energy that's inside you, that crazy wild energy that we all have. We all have that thing. So, this is my late night, just throwing out stuff. So I hope this helps all y'all, and y'all have a good day, good night, whatever. Be thankful, be joyful. Understand that everything that you desire, everything that you feel that you cannot accomplish, that greater thing is inside of you. All right. Have a good one. Have a good day. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.